up, y'all? I said, what's up, y'all? Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all, man. This is your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. So check this out, bro. Before I get going on my video today, be sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, share the video, turn on your notifications, and follow me on Twitter, man, at KOBoxing86TV. And if you got a breakdown and a prediction request, or if you want to reach out to me, hit me on my email at knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get it popping and get into today's video. And today, the Canelo Alvarez versus Caleb Plant undercard was announced. And I gotta say, it's trash, bro. It's a trash undercard for a fight of this caliber, man. It is what it is. And cards like this are the reason that some fans stream fights and they rally against pay-per-view, bro. This is a reason why fight cards like this are the reason why some fans rally against pay-per-view. I'm going to explain to you what I mean, but before I do, y'all check out the live show tomorrow night. Today's Tuesday. Tomorrow night, Wednesday night, we got our live show that we do every single Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Central Time, 5:30 on the West Coast, 8:30 on the East Coast. Y'all come join me for a fun night of boxing talk. I also got my new co-host show that I do with the singing OG, KQKC Boxing Network. We go live together every single Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. We go live on each other's platforms, so y'all need to subscribe to KQKC Boxing Network so you can know when we're on his platform and you can know when we're on my platform. This Sunday coming up after the Shakur Stevenson and Jamel Herring fight, we'll be live on my platform. We'll be live on my platform, so y'all come through and hang out with me for a fun morning of boxing talk. But back to this, bro. Back to this. So, the card is garbage, bro. It just is what it is. And I feel like the PBC and I feel like Showtime, I feel like they could have did a much better job of giving us a better card. When you look at all the fights that's going on around this card that could be moved around to make this card a great card, they dropped the ball here, bro. So for those y'all that don't know, we got Anthony Durrell versus Marcos Hernandez. Anthony Durrell is a contender in the super middleweight division. He's a notch below the David Benavidez's, Caleb Plant's, you know, Canelo Alvarez, obviously a notch below those guys. He's a contender. So you got Anthony Durrell, you got somebody like Ronald Ellis, you got Jose Uzcategui, guys like that. That's the level that Anthony Durrell is on. And he's going to be the co-main event against a guy named Marcos Hernandez. For those y'all that don't know, Marcos Hernandez is the guy that just fought the up-and-coming prospect Armando Resendez and gave Resendez his first loss. But we're talking about, you know, a co-main event of a pay-per-view, bro. We're talking about the co-main event of a historic fight between Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Plant. The first ever undisputed champion at 168 is on the line. The first ever Mexican-born boxer to become undisputed is on the line. And this is the co-main event that y'all give us, bro. It's trash, bro. When you got the week before, because this fight's on November the 6th. And the way that my brain worked, the week before this, you got Jerron Boots Ennis fighting on Showtime against Thomas Delorme. Why not move that back a week? Why not move that back a week, bro? And give, and that'll make the card better. So that's one fight. Imagine this card. You take out Anthony Durrell and Marcos Hernandez and you replace that with Jerron Boots Ennis versus Thomas Delorme. The fight is already made and you push it back a week. Boom. What's a better fight to you? What are you more interested in as a boxing fan? So that would help the card. Then they gave us another fight, Ray Vargas versus Leonardo Baez. This is wrong in so many levels because I remember, some of y'all may not remember, I remember Ray Vargas was announced to be challenging for Gary Russell Jr.'s title, bro. What happened to Gary Russell Jr.? What's going on to where his opponent that it was reported he came to terms with, that he was supposed to fight, now they're fighting somebody else. So who in the hell is Gary Russell Jr. fighting, bro? And again, Ray Vargas versus Leonardo Baez, that's a good fight for the diehard boxing fans. It's a good fight, but pay-per-view worthy? Worth your $80 that they're going to ask you to spend? No. You know what's another fight that could be on this card that I feel like should be on this card that makes sense from a marketing perspective, from a promotion perspective? Why not put another super middleweight fight on this card that's already scheduled where the fighters are already fighting around this time? Why didn't they schedule David Benavidez versus Uzcategui for this time? When it got pushed back, why not push it back to this card right here? Because they already fighting a week later on November the 13th. Why not allow them? Like, can you imagine? You get Canelo Alvarez versus, this is what I would have it, bro. Canelo Alvarez versus Caleb Plant is the main event, obviously. As the co-main event, David Benavidez versus Jose Uzcategui. All right? And then the fight before that, Jerome Boutinis versus Thomas Delorme, bro. Problem solved. Great card. Great card. And it's because of cards like this. And then they got Elvis Rodriguez, the young prospect that suffered his first loss against Kenneth Sims, fighting against Juan Pablo Romero. It's a get-back fight for him. So we got this fight littered with prospects, you know, guys that aren't really stars like that in Ray Vargas, and then Anthony Durrell and Marcos Hernandez, who, let's be real, whoever wins that fight, it ain't like they getting a shot at Canelo or Plant or whoever wins that fight. So it's to me, it's a waste of marketing and it's a waste of promotion. Jerome Boutinis would do wonders for his career to be on a card like this if you Showtime. And if you notice, I'm naming fights that are already on this same platform, bro. That are already made on this same platform, that are happening in and around the same time, that with a little bit better planning and a little bit better foresight could have been on this card. When you push David Benavidez and Uzcategui back because of COVID or whatever happened, when you push that fight back, you could have just said, look, we pushing y'all back to November the 6th. Now, obviously, they already, it's October the 19th. It's too late to do it now because they got to be on weight. They hitting certain marks to be on weight, and so pushing them up a week early could hurt the fighter's chances of making weight. So I understand it now. But when it first got pushed back from its August 28th date, when you pushed it back and you know you had this fight signed, sealed, and delivered over a month ago, you could have said, man, forget that. We scratching that. Y'all fighting on this card. Because then it increases your pay-per-view buys. And then if you, the PBC, David Benavidez is your fighter, that's going to get him bigger eyes. That's going to get more people on him. That's going to get people buzzing about a potential fight between him and Canelo if Canelo wins, or him and Plant, who already have bad blood if Plant wins, bro. It just makes sense to me. I don't understand how people can't see it. Then you got Jerome Boutinis, who's a Showtime fighter who fights his fights on Showtime. If you Showtime, this your platform, this your network, you should be pushing for him to be on this card as well. Y'all can't give us cards for pay-per-view like what we saw with Wilder and Fury, where that card was a banging card, bro. You can't give us that shit and then turn around with this if you boxing, bro. And then even think about, people don't like the Gervonta Davis, Mario Barrios fight. Like, they thought it was a wash. Davis was going to win anyway. Cool, but that was an entertaining fight. That was a great fight, and you know that's going to be the main event. But at least on the co-main, bro, we got Erickson Lubin versus Jason Rosario, bro. These fights aren't even of that caliber, fam. And so I gotta tell y'all the truth, bro. I gotta tell y'all the truth. I don't think unless Canelo and Caleb Plant is some fighter of the year candidate, we're all tuning into this and buying this fight with no disrespect to these other fighters, bro. If you buying this shit for one fight and one fight alone. And to me, in my personal opinion, that ain't how pay-per-view should work. When you get in a pay-per-view fight, bro, where you paying outside of network money, where it ain't on ESPN, or it ain't on your Showtime subscription, or it ain't on your DAZN subscription, the card should be fire, bro. The whole entire card should be fire. You shouldn't be buying a pay-per-view card for one fight, fam. So I think PBC dropped the ball on this one. I think Showtime dropped the ball on this one. When you consider all the fights that these entities have around this same time. You get Jerome Boutinis. If you Showtime, you do everything under your power, everything you can, to get Jerome Boutinis on this card, bro. If you the PBC, this is your card. You big up your fighters, bro. You should have been doing everything you can to get somebody like David Benavidez versus Uzcategui on this card, bro. You should have. And by the way, like, and this is where fighters should fight more. I'm just gonna throw this little nugget out there, bro. When did Let me see something, bro. Give me 1 second, y'all. I just want to throw this little nugget out here for y'all, and then I'll let y'all go on to y'all day, bro. Give me 1 minute here, bro. Yeah, like, okay. Jamal Charlo, bro. The last time he fought PBC was June, bro. Homie fought in June. This is November. This is why these fighters should be more active. He should be in shape somewhere. He should have been dying to get on this card too, bro. This card could be absolutely fire if fighters would fight more often, right? Fight more often, and then promoters would stack their cards, bro. You know how many? First of all, it's already gonna sell, but it would sell even more if you giving people a card with Jerron Boots Ennis on it. You giving people a card, and he's already fighting on the 30th of October. So push him back a week to November the 6th on Showtime pay-per-view. You put David Benavidez and Uzcategui on this card, bro. You know what I'm saying? You let Gary Russell Jr., if you're going to have Ray Vargas on this shit, could we at least have him keep the Gary Russell Jr. fight? Like, what happened with that, bro? Nobody's talking about that shit, bro. What happened to Gary Russell Jr. versus Ray Vargas? Why is Ray Vargas on this card, but Gary Russell Jr. not, bro? That would be my card. I'd have Gary Russell Jr. versus Ray Vargas. I'd have Jerron Boots Ennis versus Thomas Delorme, which is a fight that's already made. I'd have David Benavidez versus Uzcategui. I tell Jamal Charlo, look, bro, you running down on Canelo. You want to fight Canelo. Last time you fought was in June. You're fighting in November, bro. You're fighting in November, okay? You're fighting November the 6th. That's a 4 or 5 month time for you to get ready for a fight. You're fighting, bro. And then I'd have the main event, Canelo and Plant, bro. That's how it should be in boxing. They need to take a page out of the Wilder Fury book and do better with these cards, bro. The card is trash. The fight, Canelo and Plant, fire. I'm with it. I'm here for it. All the smoke. The card as a whole, it's a trash-ass card, bro. I got to call it what I see. I got to call it how I see it, bro. I got to call it how I see it. Y'all let me know what y'all thoughts on the card, man. They just announced it. As I said, man, the card we getting, Canelo versus Plant. We got Anthony Durrell versus Marcos Hernandez, Ray Vargas versus Leonardo Baez, and then Elvis Rodriguez versus Juan Pablo Romero, bro. Those are the fights that we getting on this card. I think they could have did so much better, and I just explained to y'all why. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts on what I got to say, man. Down in my comment section. Comment down below. Smash that like. Subscribe to my channel. Turn on your notifications. Follow me on Twitter, too, at KOBoxing86TV is a Twitter handle. If there's a fight prediction that you want me to do for you, reach out to me on my email address because it's hard for me to catch everybody's comments. And you can reach out to me on my email, knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com. Also, don't forget about our live shows every Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, 5:30 on the West Coast, 8:30 on the East Coast, and our other live show that we do with the Singing OG, KQKC Boxing Network, every single Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. I appreciate y'all watching this video. Enjoy the rest of your day. And with that, we out of here, y'all. Peace.